Okay guys, just want to give you a bit of an update on a very strange situation that happened today. And I have to say it's the first time it's happened to me being in the Philippines. This is moving from one apartment to another one. Let me see if I can break it down. Okay, I was in a nice apartment literally about 2 kilometers from here, which is still in the Makati and Mandaluyong area, right, of Manila. Now, I wanted to try this other apartment because it had like a swimming pool on the roof. It had a gymnasium, and it was like on the 30th floor overlooking the city and all around. You're like a omni vision of the whole city and behind the city, right? Now, the strangest thing is, I booked it and I left this morning with a nice bike rider, really nice guy, and he was talking to me about, why he's in Manila. He's actually a Filipino guy, but he's a young guy, 19 years old, and we were talking about like red pill, blue pill stuff, which he was familiar with, strangely enough. Anyway, I arrived at this place. We couldn't find this address. It's called Posh Beds with Beautiful Views. I mean, that's the address, and it's on Bankside. Now we were searching on the Google map. It shows you where it is, the location. But when you arrive there, it's like 3 towers with an open area and all kinds of unusual buildings, and we could not locate the exact building. So he went to one building, I went to another one to ask. Nobody really seemed to know. Effectively, I tried calling, going back to Agoda, trying to call the owner. They didn't reply. There's like something like, oh, he's not available and all this kind of thinking, Jesus Christ, I spent all day doing this. Finally, I got through it after like 5 or 6 times. So I said, where are you? And he kind of like, okay. He asked the rider to come. So the rider kind of left the bike with me and walked down this little side way and found the entrance to this building. The funny thing is, I met the owner because he arrived there, right? Probably looked a bit frustrated actually. And he looks like he's flustered and not very happy about something. And he says, oh, my son's coming to meet you. He's in the other block, Tower A, for lobby or something. So I said, okay, good. He said, look, this really needs to be a lot clearer. Giving an address that really does not signify exactly where you are. It's not something foreigners want. Anybody want to spend time carrying bags trying to find a building. He says, yes, I know. And you understand. She said, okay, my son's coming. If you can walk through there, go to the A or the B lobby and wait for him. He'll come down. I was there 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I looked at the time. It was like nearly 20 past 2 when I'm supposed to be inside the apartment by 2 o'clock, right? Or at least that's the time I'm allowed to get there. So I called this son of his and said, look, where are you? And he started blabbering off in some weird language. It wasn't Tagalog. It was like a combination of mixture of Chinese and something else, Korean or something. And I couldn't understand a word he was saying. So I said, look, I don't understand. Are you coming downstairs because I'm Christopher Jones and I need to get into my room? I have things to do. He says, yes, I'm coming. Okay, I said, I'll give you 10 minutes and then I'll call you again. He said, okay. Nothing happens. So I gave him 15 minutes. I thought, maybe he's busy. Called him back, he wouldn't answer. Called again. So I'm sitting in this lobby, nothing happening. And then I thought, okay, one more time. I called him, I said, look, and he answered finally. I said, look, are you coming? If you're not coming, tell me now, then I can cancel this if you're not. Or we just plan something else, all right? And he goes, oh yes, I'm coming, I'm just coming now. Another 20 minutes later, still hasn't arrived. Now I was getting on my tits a bit. So anyway, I thought, I'm not going to talk to this guy anymore because he wasn't making much sense. So I contacted Agoda via the app. I left a message and instantly a chat came up. So I was talking to him. I said, look, I've been here an hour now. I've been told, hey, I couldn't find the address where it was. The rider couldn't find it. No, we found the place. I spoke to the guy who owns it. He was kind of really not connected with the whole thing. He's like, oh, my son will deal with it. Then I'm waiting for the son. Called him several times. He's coming down, but he's not coming down. Like 45 minutes later, still not here. I said, look, I don't have a good feeling about this. I have a lack of confidence already in this. I said, look, well, what we'll do is we'll try and talk to him. If we can, in 15 minutes, get a result for you, then we obviously have to continue on with the contract. I said, okay. I said, if in 15 minutes you do not get an answer, you cancel it. I said, there's no negotiating after this. I've done my bit, you doing your bit. If in 15 minutes you get no answer from this owner, cancel it, refund me, and then I'm going to look for something else. He said, okay, we might take 30 minutes to do this. I said, okay. 30 minutes passed, no answer from them either. So I spoke to them again online. I said, look, I'm waiting for an answer here. Can you give me an answer? And just as I'm saying that to them, all these messages come down. Maybe it's just the internet or some crap, I don't know. Suddenly it arrives saying, oh yeah, if you want to do option A, option B, option C. In other words, you can cancel, but we will help you to book another place, or B, we'll refund the money and you just arrange your own thing, or C, we can keep this money in like a kind of like a waiting list, so if you need to use it, you can do it. I said, look, I'm not interested in any of these things. I said, I don't want to stay here any longer. I've already got a bad taste in my mouth about this guy, the way the operation is, the organization. Should there be a problem here, I haven't got any confidence with it. So I said, refund me and I will just do my own arrangements. They said, okay, Mr. Jones, we're actioning it now. So they actioned it. They said, look, it could take up to 30 days before you get your funds. I'm thinking, 30 days? You know, it's like I need to get another fucking apartment. So, okay, luckily, I mean, I've got my funds, but it's the point. You pay money up front quickly, they take it. When you try and get money back from any company, you always have to push them, or they drag and they give you excuses why they can't do it. This just seems to be the way we as the Joe public have to deal with companies. They just screw us about it and screw us over. Anyway, he said, okay, I said, send me a manuscript or transcript of this. And I took a snapshot myself of the important bits, salient bits. I said, okay, do that, carry on then. I'm going to find my own place. So the last place I just left only about 4 hours ago. Before I left, I spoke to the lady there, and she's actually like the new manager. And she said, Chris, if you leave and you want to come back anytime, just call me directly and I can work something out for you. I said, okay, and it's a good thing I took her number and I took a snapshot and I got it. So I called her, I said, Anna, something's happened. I didn't give her any big information about it. I said, look, I'm looking for an apartment. I can actually go back into Manila, Central, or I'd come back to where you are because I liked it there. You know, you had a nice room. She says, oh, Chris, let me have a look. We had one, but it's just gone. Let me have a look. Call me back in 20 minutes and I'll update you. I said, okay. So I called her 15, 20 minutes. She said, oh, yeah, right. She said, look, I haven't got the same room you had before. This one's bigger. And I'm going to give you this bigger one. But she says the price is like another 100 pesos more. And I said, look, to be honest, I don't care. 100 pesos more, it's only 1,500 pesos, which is about 18 UK pounds or 21 US dollar for the night. I said, look, okay, hold that for me for 7 days. I'm going to come back down, but not right now. I've got things to do. I'll be back later on tonight, and of course, I'll pay her cash. She'll give me a receipt. So this is my next stage now. So I'm sitting here in the mall opposite the apartment I came to move into, which is the what's it called again? Posh beds on the tower floor, 25th floor of this tower building. I'm across the road from it, and there's a really nice mall. It's called SM Mega Mall, and it's huge. I'm not going to go around this place today. I'm too tired and I don't want to be doing that anymore. But effectively, it's a buzz of a place. It's got everything going on: cinemas, game shows, augmented stuff, VR stuff. It's got everything. It's got an eating food court at the bottom, food court at the top. And I hate to go and see how much more it is, but there's loads here. So I just wanted you guys to see that when you come to the Philippines or in any of Asia places, beware and be ready that when you pay up something, you might think you're going to get what you're going to receive, i.e. what you paid for, the value. It's not always the case. And in most cases, even with Agoda, which I find very good, Agoda more than Airbnb, they're more expensive than Airbnb. I think Agoda better because they give you return, they give you discounts and coupons on the next thing you book, and especially if you're using them frequently. So anyway, I would say when you come here and you're booking, check that you're not going to get some apartment that's got stupid names, and they make up some really stupid names like cozy apartment on Metro Manila High Road or something, and they give you stupid names, and you can't actually find them on the map. So most of the time you've got to go down to the advertisement, you drill down, and then you will find bits and pieces of information that really should be at your fingertips to use anyway. And it helps you to find the place. So find something with some solid names, meaningful names, with the right global layout or map definition and you're okay. But I'm finding that twice now I've done this with unusual names and they give me problems. And this one was really the tipping block, because it's not only that, the guy was useless, his son was a waste of time, and they showed no respect for you, your time as a customer, paying customer, and simply because they didn't even show up to see you, to talk to you, or call you back and say, I'm sorry we're late and I can't do this. They just have your money, and once they've got your money, you are history. So it's a good thing like people like supporting teams with either Airbnb or Agoda or Trivago or what it is. At least you've got them on your side. They can kick some ass, because can you imagine trying to get money from these guys? If I booked through them directly, it would possibly not happen. Especially as a foreigner, trying to find your way around and how to approach the fiscal side of reclaiming things. You're gonna be whipped, seriously. So anyway, guys, just some input. I am okay with it, actually. I'm glad this happened, because this is all experience. I'm gonna write about it, do this video about it. But when you're trying to